Hi there, it's Dave here from Little Acorns Forest Schools Limited. So we're going to go into bow saw. Bow saw again, we've done the loppers, we've done the mallet. All right, now we're starting to understand a little bit more about technique and sawing. Okay, so we want to try and make ourselves a little medal. All right, so so what we're going to try and do now is introduce the bow saw. So this is a bow saw. This is the handle, this is the blade, and this is the blade cover. I take the blade cover off like this. That's the blade, and that bit there is the cutting edge. When I finish using the bow saw, I replace the blade cover like this. Hold the bow saw like this, and I walk with the bow saw like this, and I hand it over like this. I use the bow saw for cutting anything which is bigger than a 2p or €2 coin. I use the bow saw 2 arms and a tool length away from anybody else, unless I'm working with a partner. When I don't use the bow saw, I place it down on the ground so that the handle faces out and the blade points towards me. And when I finish using the bow saw, I replace it back into the toolbox or designated tool area. Okay, so again, I use barcode bow saws. All right. The bow saw is a really handy piece of equipment, and you'll notice when I put it back into the toolbox, I put it in so the blade is facing upwards. The reason I do that, everyone, is because these blade covers, as they get older, they can fall off. Okay, so I'll always make sure that the blade cover is on the top like that, and then place it in there like that. Okay, that's the idea behind it. So the bow saw itself has a handle here. And when you're working with 2 children, let's say for instance I'm over here, look. And if we were sawing through this seat, I would make sure that when I kneel down, I'm right-handed. So in this instance, I'm having a bare hand on the tool and I'm leading the cut. Okay, so I turn the bow saw around and give the child the handle. Okay, I also make sure that I kneel on the opposite knee. So I'm right-handed, so my right knee is up. The reason for that is as I'm moving the bow saw back and forth, okay, I'm keeping it on the outside of the leg, not the inside. Okay, we've got the femoral artery which goes down the inside of the leg. And if I'm like this, I've got that potential cut there for the femoral artery, which, as we know from first aid, is not a good thing. Okay, and we don't want a major arterial bleed on site. It's bad for business. Okay, so we start off the cut. We've got the child on the opposite side. They're holding that bit. I'm holding this bit. We put our respective hands through the blade like that. We've still got the blade cover on. We look at each other, okay, and we can do this sort of movement back and forth so we get the understand part of it. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll take the bow saw blade off. Okay, we've got someone there. We'll move back and forth like that. Okay, right up until the blade is buried. Then we can take our hands and put them outside. Okay, then we can carry on with the cut. Okay, and when you're cutting with the bow saw, you can say anything you like. If you can say, right, to me, to you, to me, to you, whatever, you can say left, right, forest school, up, down, in, out, whatever you like. It doesn't matter. It gets that communication going, okay, and it makes it easier. When you are cutting with the blade, please make sure you use all the blade, okay, and this will make it a lot easier for you in the long run. So maintenance on the bow saw then, once we've finished our task and whatever we're doing, all right, the maintenance on here is fairly straightforward. We've got 2 types of blades on here. With this one here is what you call a hard point. Okay, this is used for cutting dead wood. And what we're going to do either with your, if you are on your own, okay, and you trust yourself to pull off the bits of sawdust like that, okay, or if you're working with children, then I would always suggest you using a gloved hand just to remove the sawdust from the blade. Okay, if you do need to, depending on what sort of wood you're cutting, you might need to clean the blade as well. I know eucalyptus gets quite sticky onto the blade, so does pine a little bit. Okay, what we're going to use is the wire wool and just clean on the top side of the blade. There is pointless you cleaning it down like this. All you'll do is catch the wire wool. All right, so that's you. That goes like that. Okay, once we finish doing that, I mean, with Barco or with bow saw blades, you can use a file and you can clean and sharpen each individual tooth. What most people do is just get a new blade, okay? And you'll know it's not working properly because you'll see the edge of the points blunt slightly, all right? And then it's time to change the blade cover, all right? When you've finished, we can use a bit of WD-40 on there. The way that I like to do it is get it into the blade cover itself, like that. And then we place the blade cover onto the bow saw like that. And that's the only main switch which you need to do with it. Okay, if you do need to change the blade, okay, what we'll do with it is we'll undo the blade like so. We'll take the blade off, replace the blade, and then put it back on and turn it back up.